him fixed in a minute. You see Mark Martin following the pace car down pit road as the field comes to the green flag. One championship contender in trouble before we even start.
And we heard Ben Lester say, NASCAR's poached us. We've got to come down and raise the hood. They do that.
They do that as the field goes green. 188 laps to make up the distance in Talladega today. Jimmy Johnson and now Jeff Gordon lead the field to turn one.
And obviously Jeff took a look at that fender when he pulled up next to Jimmy Johnson. Didn't think it was bad enough for Jimmy Johnson to come down pit lane.
And we see Mark Martin is rolling, but he is completely out of the draft. That means he'll be about 3 seconds a lap slower than these cars.
Let's see who's crossing fast to catch up to the field. Here's Kurt.
It's this time. It's this time. I want to change right side tire. Tap that fender out. Take a hammer with you if you got to.
The 48 car, Chad Knaus talking about hit this time. It must be rubbing or something.
It's this time. 3-1.
I can't believe that is.
Unbelievable. So the top two in the championship in trouble already.
Well, it is pretty bad then.
Yes, it is. We see the damage to that right front fender.
Jeff Gordon leads lap one. Rusty Wallace to his outside. There's 3 deep right behind him. Matt Yoakum.
And what will seem like an eternity, Jimmy Johnson finally comes to a stop. You can see the right front cosmetic damage. Shane Parstow going to work, trying to pull out that front valence, beating it with a hammer as they lose more and more time. Chad Knaus, the crew chief underneath, trying to beat out the front valence right underneath the Monte Carlo decal, changing right side tires. Jimmy now is finally down and away. A tough break for today's point leader.
He's going to lose a lap.
Yeah, he's going to go a lap down real quick here.
These engines, the restricted engines, take a long time to get up to speed, and this pack is coming at him full steam.
Why wouldn't you have come in on the pace lap when they weren't up to speed? You wouldn't have lost as much ground.
Well, because Mark Martin was black flag, had to come in, and he's about a half lap behind where Jimmy Johnson
Is going to get passed in probably 5 or 6 laps.
Yes. Not even that long. I mean, he's coming off turn 2 initially. Back now, you're right. So he's going to get overtaken this lap.
But see, they were just coming up to speed when Mark came in, so he had a lot more time. What do you say, Matt?
Well, Wally, one thing, while under the pace laps, Chad Knaus radioed Jimmy Johnson and said, is it smoking? When they took the green coming out of 2, he said, is it smoking? His radio was breaking up. Chad could not take a chance that possibly it was smoking because it is a great distance from the front stretch to the back stretch. Dave.
Matt, Mark Martin radioed in before the problem occurred on the pace lap that he had a steering situation. NASCAR required them to pit because they wanted them to